So Gamergate's been a story that I've been following / researching for close to 2 months now. And I haven't yet really brought it up on this show and barely brought it up on the other show because I wasn't quite sure how to approach it. Gamergate, as it's become known, it started with an ex-boyfriend of Depression Quest developer Zoe Quinn posting intimate details of their relationship onto the internet. People who read it carefully, and this was thousands and thousands of words, and I'll admit that I've read every one of them. People who read it carefully noticed that one of the people that Zoe was accused of cheating on her boyfriend with was a games journalist who had once written positively about Zoe's game. Once written positively about Zoe's game. From there, the internet exploded into a plume of rage that has been going on for nearly 2 months, with a level of harassment that curdles the blood. It is a pitched battle between quote-unquote gamers and quote-unquote social justice warriors, which seems to mean anyone that participates in games criticism on a more adult level, like noticing that the roles of women in games are often downright shameful. These gamers are using death threats, rape threats, and outing people's locations to intimidate them to try to drive them out of the industry in the name of ending corruption in games journalism. Now, deep down, there may need to be a conversation about the relationships between games journalists and games developers on all levels, but this conversation cannot happen while this level of harassment is ongoing. Several games journalists have left the industry, but the scariest part is that this week, Intel pulled their sponsorship of Gamasutra because of a coordinated plan of complaints by Gamergate folks. Intel, one of the largest institutions in the tech world, is frightened by a bunch of whiny children on the internet. I wanted to bring this up and lend my...
Metaphorical children.
I wanted to bring this up to lend my own voice to this issue. Stop the harassment. Put the internet guns down and we can talk when the shooting is over. Intel, you're a bunch of cowards. Gamergates, you're at best hypocrites and cowards. This has to stop. This is deplorable. This is inhumane. There may be problems in games journalism, and I, for one, recognize those. But when you are threatening people with rape and murder, this is not a conversation that needs to be had in the public sphere. You are hiding behind anonymity, and you have manipulated Intel into acting cowardly. You all suck. Just frankly, you all suck. I have no more eloquent words to lend for you. You are crappy people. You want to say that this is about corruption. Abso-frickin-lutely there may be corruption. Who knows? But you're not going about this in a way that is civilized or worthy of civilized conversation.